With 3 Super Bowl rings and arguably the most popular player in the NFL today, Travis Kelce is no doubt one of the biggest names in American sports. Some call him the greatest tight end of all time. Others simply refer to him as Zeus after his selection to the NFL's All-Decade team of the 2010s. But how did a 2-star college recruit, with a future that should have been average at best, become an NFL superstar? Join us as we explore the rise to power of one of the biggest names in the world of football and how the former Ohio boy overcame controversial doubt to reach the pinnacle of the NFL. Not to mention the added fame of being the host of one of the biggest sports podcasts on YouTube. Frenzies, this is the story of Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce was born Travis Michael Kelce on October 5, 1989 in Westlake, Ohio, to Ed and Donna Kelce. The former Ohio native has a brother, Jason, who many are familiar with as the center for the Philadelphia Eagles. In fact, Jason has also earned himself many monikers as being one of the best centers the league has ever seen. Travis would attend Cleveland Heights High School, where he would go on to play 3 different sports. In fact, Travis excelled at football, basketball, and baseball, all offering him potential avenues to reach a professional level. However, football would be one of his favorites, and even in high school, Travis became a 3-year letter winner as quarterback for the Tigers. He received all Lake Erie League honors as a senior and headed off to college. This would be either make or break for the future Chiefs tight end on his journey to making it into the pros. Thanks to his impressive sporting career in high school, Travis was offered a couple of scholarships and decided to attend the University of Cincinnati. Alternatively, he had options on the board from Miami, Akron, and Eastern Michigan during his freshman year. At the time of his inception at the Bearcats, Travis had his brother Jason already starting at left guard, but Travis would alternate between tight end and quarterback occasionally out of the Wildcat formation. But this didn't mean he had a bright future ahead of him, as just before the start of his first season in college, Rivals.com only considered him to be a 2-star recruit. While Travis had every intention of becoming the best, it was perhaps his decision-making that almost landed the youngster in some hot water and put his future NFL career at risk. With his newfound freedom in college, Kelce had the world to explore. While he was still impressive as a player, he missed out on the 2010 All-State Sugar Bowl in New Orleans after failing a drug test. In Kelce's own words, "I got kicked out of college because of it. I partied a little too much down there, got hit with the drug test, and from that point on, I realized I gotta tighten the fuck up." This was after the college star failed a marijuana test in the lead up to the Sugar Bowl. The failed test also copped him in the season-long suspension his sophomore year, which almost changed the direction of his goals as well. In fact, Travis was close to switching to baseball, another sport in which he excelled at the time. But as Kelce would say himself, this would not only shake his confidence, but also upend his dream of being a quarterback at the time. What it did was really kick me into the tight end room. I was still playing quarterback then. It was like, all right, you can come walk on the team, but we don't need a quarterback. You can be an athlete on the scout team for a year. We'll figure it out. By the time his suspension had elapsed, Kelce was ready to make amends, and based on his future stats, this can be seen as the moment where the 2-star high school recruit would become much more valuable and lay the foundation for his future Super Bowl success. Upon his return to the Bearcats in 2011, Travis caught 13 passes for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns in his first appearance. This all but solidified him as a solid and reliable tight end. By the end of his senior season, Travis had 45 catches for 722 yards and 8 touchdowns. This was to be the resurgence of Travis and the moment when many around the world would see what the star was becoming. But the Bearcats were reluctant to let Travis back onto the team, and the possibility of his college football career coming to an end was a reality that was weighing on the shoulders of the college senior in 2011. Prior to Super Bowl 57, Kelce had the following to say about how his brother, Jason, basically aided him in getting back on the team. He went into the coach's office and talked to numerous coaches to try and give me another chance. I'm forever in debt to this guy for putting his name, our name, the Kelce name, on the line. When I say I owe it all to him, I really do. But even with his impressive stats and great recovery to earn himself an entry into the draft, didn't mean he was sure to land on a great team or even get picked up early like many superstars do. Back in 2013, most tight end draft boards had Notre Dame's Tyler Eifert and Stanford's Zach Ertz at the top as the 2 most impressive tight ends on the board. The fact that Kelce wasn't healthy enough to move either of those guys out of the catbird seats was slightly worrying at the NFL Combine. The only thing counting in his favor was perhaps his appeal as a second Rob Gronkowski, who could stretch the field. He was also one of the more physical tight ends, who could block, and more often than not, he would come out on top in many physical clashes. Scouts rated him as one of the best blocking tight ends of the 2013 draft. As the draft came around, the Chiefs, under the leadership of Andy Reid, were facing trouble and went 2-14 during the 2012 NFL season. However, with the 63rd pick of the 2013 NFL Draft, the Chiefs were about to pick one of the greatest players of all time in the third round. Kelce would find a home in Kansas City after all. Surprisingly, things changed immediately and the Chiefs went 11-5 in 2013, losing in the wildcard round by 44-45 to the Indianapolis Colts. This is still one of the greatest high-scoring postseason games to ever be witnessed in the NFL. The next few seasons were favorable for the Chiefs, all of them being winning seasons. But 2017 would be the year when the Kansas City Chiefs made one of the best picks ever. Not even Travis Kelce knew that this pick would ultimately aid in making him shine even more than he already did. With the 10th overall pick of the 2017 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs selected Patrick Mahomes, a player that would almost immediately stamp down his authority in the NFL. Just a couple years later, Mahomes would lead the Chiefs to 2 consecutive Super Bowl appearances, winning in 2020, but losing to Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as they attempted to repeat. This would earn Kelce his first Super Bowl ring, but even when the Chiefs didn't win the Super Bowl, Kelce was achieving great things. As of this video, he is a 4-time first-team All-Pro, 3-time second-team All-Pro, 9-time Pro Bowler, and first-team 2010's All-Decade Team Award winner. Mahomes just elevated the greatness of Kelce to another level, with the pair becoming one of the best quarterback-tight end combinations and often talked about in the light as Brady and Gronkowski. Thanks to the duo, the Chiefs have added 2 more Super Bowls to their collection, beating his brother and the Philadelphia Eagles in 2023 at Super Bowl 57, and more recently stunning the 49ers for a second time at Super Bowl 58. His years of consistency paid off on the field, and now many refer to him as the greatest tight end of all time. But playing on the field and earning fame are 2 different things. 2024 would change this when the Chiefs superstar entered the world of celebrity dating again. Taylor Swift is arguably the most famous person on the planet. With her recent Eras Tour music concert racking up billions of dollars for governments, millions of Swifties pack out stadiums each and every week to see their favorite singer, and Travis would be the one to finally snatch the heart of the beloved pop superstar. With Swift now locked down, she was seen attending numerous Chiefs games, which also gave her additional airtime on television. Not only would this be great for the singer, but more and more Swifties would tune in to find out who is this Travis Kelce guy. As the rumor mill continued to work overtime, the star of Travis continued to rise, and even before the NFL playoffs, he would become a household name in the United States and all over the world, even among non-NFL fans. Thanks to insane perseverance in overcoming the odds, Travis made himself a superstar. The addition of Mahomes would glorify his name and legacy as a Super Bowl winner, which Taylor Swift ultimately made him one of the biggest sports stars in the world, perhaps even being mentioned more than Lionel Messi in certain parts of the world. With his star still on the rise, it will be interesting what accolades he achieves next. It is certainly impressive to see a 2-star high school recruit become one of the best players in the league. However, this doesn't compare to the insane rise of Brock Purdy, which you can check out next.